Okay, thank you very much. I welcome you to the Each One Teach One series organized by the ICT Teachers Association of Uganda. I want to welcome everybody who is on the call. Thank you very much, and thank you for keeping time. Dear teachers and ICT experts on the call, this happens every Tuesday at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Dear teachers, we want to kindly request, we can keep empowering ourselves, but of course by also practicing what we teach. When I see a teacher coming in on an online session of this kind and then is unable to unmute, it is a little surprising, but it can be good to go. Now, this session is sponsored by Shareability Uganda Limited. This is an online resource for educational material and content. And we are happy that we have the director on the call.
Sorry, Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Sevaram.
Yes.
Have you shared are you doing on what? YouTube?
Yes, please. In fact, I'm sharing the link in the chat, but we are streaming live on YouTube.
Perfect.
Okay, we can proceed. You can just check the chat and probably be able to invite in a colleague. The link has been pasted there. So I was saying we are sponsored by Shareability Uganda Limited, Izon School of Computing, and Tosmic Events together with the school link. More details about the above can always be checked out. We are ICT people, so we can check out the websites. Now, today we have a very insightful topic about preparing a WordPress environment in low-space computer labs. Mr. Dumba Stephen, our national coordinator in the ICT Teachers Association of Uganda, is the one that is taking us through this evening. And without wasting time, Mr. Dumba, we are having a word camp this week on 13th and 14th, and that is going to be at Mars Resort in Mukono. We are also going to have an ICT teachers workshop that is at Hilton High School in Mukono still on the 29th of this very month. So, Mr. Dumba, I beg to welcome you so that you can start from there, and then we can be good to go. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Sevaramu, our secretary for publicity. I can hear some noise in the background. Mr. Sevaramu. Hello?
Number of people that we have to keep muting, but I think let me just put the setting once so that people. Okay.
Are we good to go?
Yes, please.
All right. Good evening, fellow teachers of ICT and ICT enthusiasts. Mr. Sevaram, can you hear me?
Yes, we are good now. Please proceed.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Can I hear a feedback?
Mr. Dumba, we are good. The only issue is I changed the settings to make sure people cannot unmute. We're having a number of people that were disorganizing.
Okay. Are we now okay? Can you hear me? I want to be sure that I'm audible now.
Yeah, we are surely okay.
All right. Good evening, everyone. This is Dumba Stephen, another teacher of ICT just like you. I want to welcome you all and the ICT enthusiasts on this call. Today, in this Teach One Teach One session, we are talking about how to prepare a WordPress environment in low-spec computer labs. What do we mean by low-spec computer labs? We all know that generations of computers have come and gone, while some schools are fortunate to have relatively good mid-range or top-tier computers. Not all schools around Uganda have this privilege. So if we want to train our kids in WordPress, there are some things that are stopping us from achieving this. That is why we have this session here to share what we can do in these environments. Can kids still learn WordPress? Can we still practice WordPress? I am Dumba Stephen, the National Coordinator of the ICT Teachers Association, and I am privileged to be the speaker today. Now, just a moment. What is happening? Schools, many schools have low budget or old computers. Many of our bosses, once they buy computers, they know that it's finished. It's like they bought a chair. They bought the chair, and anything to do with upgrades, they may not be interested in listening. Some just don't have the funds. You can't blame anyone. And now these low budget computers are outdated, they themselves, and therefore the operating system that they can sometimes support is also outdated. And when it is outdated, the manufacturers of this operating system stop supporting. I'll give an example of Windows 7. Now, because the computers are also low budget, old, even the web design software we are going to use on these computers is definitely going to be old. It's just inevitable. You cannot put modern software on old computers. Now let us first have a glance at our syllabus. Topic 13 of the O-level syllabus is web design. And if you read here, they say the competency, the learner uses a web authoring software. And they gave examples of HTML editors. We all know them. They gave an example of Dreamweaver, Front Page, Expression Web, Designer, to design a personal, family, or company website. That is the competency. This is what they want the learner to be able to do. So HTML editors are like VS Code and Sublime Text. And now, the syllabus itself goes on to say, in the suggested learning outcomes, that the learners navigate, sorry, not learning outcomes, the activities. The learners are going to navigate using local sites. Local sites are Ugandan sites. Now, as the learner is navigating these websites, okay, they are learning how to use the websites. They want to learn what software is behind doing this. They are going to research our learners according to the suggested learning activities. Our learners are supposed to research the common web authoring software. The learners, not you, the teacher, to tell them what is common. So that means that by the time they come to class, they have a lot of knowledge, which could be mixed, which could be wrong, and the teacher is there to guide them. But you're going to get a challenge where the information the learners come with could sometimes contradict with what the kids' knowledge and the teacher's knowledge is sometimes could be inadvertent or inevitably contradictory. And you, the teacher, you are supposed to evaluate learning. You are supposed to evaluate what they are going through and what they have learned. You are evaluate the quality of the websites created. Please note the word, you, the teacher, you are going to evaluate learning through the quality of the websites that our learners are making. Now, my dear teacher, fellow teacher, are you comfortable with the websites the learners are making? Now, that was the syllabus. This is the dilemma. This very curriculum in this very curriculum, if you want to use HTML and CSS, it suggests 32 periods, that is 2 months. If you have to have 2 doubles every week, you have 2 months for a learner to learn HTML and CSS. Remember, HTML is the foundation of web design. So let us be sincere. Can our learners really grasp these concepts in these 2 months when they have even the other subjects they are supposed to learn? Okay, it is easy for us to say that yes, the learners can grasp this content, the concepts in 2 months. Let us first compare with ourselves. Right now, as teachers, if you're beginning from scratch, can you be competent in HTML and CSS within 2 months? Okay, maybe let's take away the picture of a teacher. Let us compare ourselves when we were learners. How easy was it for us to grasp the concepts of HTML and CSS? Was 2 months really enough for us? This is a dilemma. Now, our curriculum also suggested front page, but look at these facts. Front page was discontinued by Microsoft in December 2006. That is 20 years ago. 20 years. Those are 2 decades. Before the learners you are teaching were even born, the software was discontinued. The last version was made in 2003. Some of you were in P1. Some in Uganda we say, "Mwali mukyali mu kibaya, in your mother's basket," enjoying. This is when front page was discontinued. Then we have Expression Web, discontinued by Microsoft in 2012, 14 years ago. The latest version being Expression Web 4. And that's not enough. Windows 7, very popular operating system. Next, I think Windows XP. Support for this ended in 2020, 6 years ago. And it is still used in school computer labs. Why? We have old computers. Now, these old computers, these days, modern browsers are a must. They'll even force you to update. And on a computer, these days, these modern browsers, commonly Chrome and Firefox, require a minimum of Windows 10. I have computers here that are forcing me to have Windows 10. I'm still using Windows 7 on some of my machines. And whenever you install Chrome, it says it means you have to upgrade your operating system, but the computer cannot support it. Then the popular XAMPP. This is one of the things that intimidated me when I started my journey into WordPress. Thanks to Rogers, it guided me, and somehow I grasped XAMPP. But truth is, it is in many cases intimidating. And even the extensions that XAMPP gives you, for example, Dumba/local, not the .com, .net, .org that we are used to. So that's the dilemma. HTML, CSS, within learning that within a limited time. Front page, which was discontinued 20 years ago. Expression Web 14 years ago. Then Windows 7, which was abandoned by Microsoft. Browsers that are asking for Windows 10. And even when you have Windows 10, they are taking a lot of RAM. If you just check in your system settings how much RAM is being used by Chrome, you'll wonder why, you'll know why sometimes your computer is slow. And of course, the intimidation by XAMPP. Now let us look at the statistics. A simple Google search, most widely used web building software. Now let us just assume your student goes to the web and searches for this. He gets these statistics. WordPress remains the most widely used web authoring software, powering 43% of all websites. You see, it is easy for us to take 43% as a small number. But if you really want to get the meaning of what 43% means of all websites, on Earth, on planet Earth. Let us check on the right-hand side here. WordPress in the CMS field, WordPress is at 59.8%, and the next one, Shopify, is at 7%. WordPress is at 59.8%. There's market share of content management systems like WordPress. And the next one, number 2, is at 7%. That is a very, very huge gap. So these statistics are telling us something. And the internet is open. It's not restricted to only us. Even our learners are there, and they are looking at these statistics. So they are asking, what are you talking about? Inside them, they may not talk. What are you doing to help them? Now let us first have some real life examples. Why WordPress? Why would I encourage someone to use WordPress? In Uganda here, State House Entebbe, the site is built using WordPress. Uganda Revenue Authority, WordPress. Uganda National Examinations Board, WordPress. MTN Uganda Limited, WordPress. Movit Products, WordPress. Chambogo University is using WordPress. And even when Makerere University was celebrating 100 years, they decided to use WordPress. Okay, internationally, have White House, the White House in the US, the equivalent of State House. NASA, those who know NASA, whitehouse.gov and nasa.gov. This is WordPress. Let us look at FUFA, for the lovers of football. Your website is on WordPress. There's this institution, Uganda National Institute for Teacher Education. It's using WordPress. You know CNN, that international media company, CNN, their academy is on WordPress. They have a website that is running not on WordPress, but when they decided to open an academy to train journalists, they are like, it's been a long time, it's high time we opted for WordPress. If I come to universities here, most of them are using WordPress. Kabale University, let's go to Uganda Police, they are using WordPress. Now you're telling our learners are looking through these websites. The chances are that 43% out of 100 globally, they land on a WordPress site. So our learners have a question inside them. How do I learn WordPress? As teachers, what do we do? We are asking ourselves. Dumba is there asking, Sewalamu is asking himself, Mukalera is asking, what do we do? WordPress is all around us. What do we do? Sincerely, the solution is here. This is the hack. Do you have Laragon? Have you heard about Laragon? Have you heard about Supermium? Have you heard about WordPress? Yes, you've heard about WordPress. We've talked a lot about WordPress, but maybe some of you haven't heard about Laragon. I personally heard about Laragon from Moses Kasa. He was a teacher here at St. Mark's, Namaboma. I recently heard about Supermium over the web, and it's a very good browser. So what we do, before we go into a practical session, we have some tips. When you want to teach web design meaningfully and with intent, please introduce the skills early. The syllabus is telling you that in S4 first term, that's when you're introducing web design. You are a teacher of ICT. You can introduce these things to learners at an earlier age, maybe in S1. Let them learn these skills, because the 32 periods that we are given are genuinely not enough. And in S4, the kid already has enough pressures. They have other subjects. They are weak, maybe they are not performing well in certain subjects and they want to improve. And then this is when you're bringing your HTML, CSS, and programs which are crashing left, right, and center. And remember, you are working on a very old computer. This computer 10, 20 years ago was the king of the lab. today it doesn't meet the requirements, it doesn't meet our expectations. Work patiently when working with them. And then I'll advise you to avoid multiple tabs when working with browsers. If you look at my computer today, I have like 16 tabs open on the browser. But now when you're using an old machine, why open two, three tabs? You get it? So after talking a lot, I want to take us to a practical session. So as I prepare my team, we had some power disruptions here. So we looked for ways of going through the practical session. What we are going to do, we are going to share from a phone screen on from another computer which doesn't have internet, and we see. But as we do that, I don't know, the people who support this program, each one teach one, you see, we can't be, yes, we do this, but with a lot of support from other people. SchoolLink is one of them who has come on board. I don't know whether the owner of SchoolLink is here to say a few words about what they do as we prepare our practical session. Is Urbans here? Mr. Urbans? Mr. Sevaram?
Yes, please.
If you check, do we have Mr. Urbans online?
Urbans?
Yes, Urbans Mujuni.
Urbans?
Urbans Mujuni. Mujuni Urbans.
No, I don't see Mr. Urbans. Oh, but I'm seeing somebody here. I'm seeing a reaction. Probably
Yes.
he's using a different name. Maybe he should raise the hand so that we unmute him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Please.
Yes, kindly raise a hand so that we can be able to tell, because the names don't show we have Urban. If I try looking for him using his name.
You are. I don't see Urbans here. Yeah, the challenge is maybe he's there, but he cannot speak because maybe you muted everyone. Do you think they can unmute?
Yeah, I can unmute all. It's okay. I think I've updated that. Okay. Everybody can unmute.
So, Mr. Urbans, I don't know if you're there. Is Mr. Urbans there? Okay, unfortunately, he isn't. We can't get him. But SchoolLink is one of the new school management systems that I came across. It has some good features, and I thought that Urbans would take good care telling us about this product. But good thing the numbers are there. Mr. Sola, I don't know whether you can read for them these numbers, especially the WhatsApp one.
Yeah, that's okay. The WhatsApp number, I'm going to read it, but ideally I'm also going to type it in the chat.
Yes.
0766 526 949. That is for SchoolLink.
SchoolLink, and their website is schoollink.com. SKOOLLINK. Okay, then, by the way, Mr. Eric, you talked about the upcoming events. Yes, I don't know whether Mr. Mukalere is around to tell us about WordCamp. Mukono.
Yes. So members, WordCamp has been an activity that we have always encouraged the ICT teachers. I remember in 2017 when we had the first WordCamp in Uganda, WordCamp Kampala 2017. By then I was the national coordinator for Itaú. And then ever since we kept on inviting teachers to attend these WordCamps. Otherwise, teachers were not part and parcel of them. But they are very good events. And this time, the community has grown, and we have a new WordCamp in Mukono, which is organized by our own fellow ICT teacher, who is the lead organizer, Mr. Sebunya Moses Kasa. So these WordCamps used to be organized by some these developers, some guys who are like, we have these tech communities like Giddy, Giz, and all those. So these were things where teachers we could not surface. We could only see guys with dreadlocks, guys who are maybe these graphic designers and coders. But Itau played a very big role to bring WordPress and WordCamps to the education. And precisely the reason why many schools are even using this. So WordCamp Mukono is on this Friday, and they have opened up some tickets today for students. Already, many tickets are sold out for adults, but there are there's a new batch of tickets that have been released today. And in case you want a ticket, you just call Mr. Moses himself directly. And you can send an email to mukono@wordcamp.org, or the organizer is our fellow ICT teacher. So we have a dedicated teachers track, and we're also going to have a special track for students so that they are guided. Personally, I'm going to be one of the speakers. I'm going to be leading I'm going to be leading a practical session under the beginners track, where we're going to go through basics like doing a website in 7 steps. I'm going to be handling that. I prepared my presentation here, and it is ready. But also we have sessions by Mr. Dumba here. He's going to be handling HTML, CSS. There's a special toolkit for teachers. Yes, as you've seen in the syllabus of web design, when we are teaching this topic, we don't just have to go to the CMS directly. We need to first introduce the foundations of web development, this HTML, CSS. At least some HTML, let learners get some coding. And then after that, you introduce to them a tool so that they appreciate what the web is. They appreciate what a web page is, what a hyperlink is. And then after that, you show them how to build one using a tool like WordPress or any other any other content management system or any other software. So there are a lot of sessions. You'll be spoiled for choice. We have 3 tracks running concurrently, so you should be able to, if you are not a beginner, then you go the other side where the experts are, and you learn the security, the SEO, the e-commerce, and all those other technologies. Yeah, so for now, I think Mr. Dumba, that one is good enough for this session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. And there's something else I wanted to share. By the way, the people who are talking something about WordPress, one thing is to know is that WordPress is built on PHP. And the PHP, Rogers, you can help me check the facts. The last time I checked, PHP is responsible for 75% of websites on Earth. Those 75%. So as we are preparing these learners for web design, what are you preparing them for? And maybe the other thing we can know is that the people here talking about WordPress, CSS, HTML, PHP, they are teachers like any other person. Rogers can tell you what I went through to learn WordPress. So it is just understandable that the beginning can be intimidating, but I just want to encourage everyone here that no. Let's do something. We can, yeah, despite the challenges, yeah, let's do something. So I want to stop screen share and we go into the practical session. But I first want, are there some questions before we go for the practical session? Are there any, Sevaram, do you think there are any questions?
Mr. Dumba, I'm not seeing any questions in the chat, but
okay,
hopefully People can now just have questions in the chat as you proceed.
All right,
Can
thank
give
you.
them
Now,
attention at a later stage.
all right, now we are going in for, I'm going to stop my share so that we enable the person sharing their phone on the computer that we have. So I don't know whether my team is ready. I want to see my video team. Video team. Mr. Sevaram.
Yes, please.
We cannot share video because of some settings you've done.
Oh, sorry. This is Abdul Jalil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
I think we are good.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we are going to share. Someone is asking that is the 20,000 fee catering for all the 2 days. Yes. You pay 20K and you attend Friday and Saturday. No extra cost. Now, here we are. We are ready. The thing is, so teachers, get your pen and paper and we start. So what do we need? We said we need basically 3 tools. One tool is called Laragon. The other is called Supamium. Supamium is a browser. And then we also need WordPress. Now, what the first thing we are going to do is install the software called Laragon. So video team, please go to our folder. Can we see that word clearly? Is it possible to see Laragon? Now we have here a software called Laragon, and I will encourage that you use version 6 of Laragon. Why? From version 7 upwards, I think it's now on version 8, they introduced a license, so you have to pay for Laragon. But for version 6 and downwards, Laragon has always been free. So we are going to install this program. So right-click on Laragon and run as administrator. You want to really go slow. Laragon. Is someone doing so? Then people, please bear with us. Then, okay. They're going through the steps. The installation is, as usual, the normal installation. And there we're supposed to, what are we supposed to click there? I can't see the word well. I think it is next. Next. And then install. And so Laragon is being installed on the machine. So when you go to Google to download Laragon, you just don't download the latest version because it will keep asking for a license. Though you can disable, but it will keep asking you. So you have to, in your Google search, have to say download Laragon old version. Old version. So the computer we are using is running on Windows 7. So this is the installation process, the installation process of Laragon. A very interesting and simple tool. So please note, remember what we need? We need Laragon to help us host the WordPress. And then we shall need a browser. Like I said earlier, browsers like Chrome and Firefox, they will not install on Windows 7. And also they demand a lot of resources. There we are. We are sorry for the quality of the video, but we are going to Let's get the ID. Just a few minutes, and Laragon will be installed. Just give it just maybe in less than a minute, it will be done. I'll also prepare your questions. So we are not there. It is asking us to run Laragon, but we are not going to run it right now. So we shall disable that checkbox and then complete the installation. So if we go to the desktop now, we can minimize that folder. If we go to the desktop now, we can see at the bottom left, there is that elephant. That is the icon for Laragon. Now, we are not going to install it, to do any settings for now. Let us first go and install our browser, our lightweight browser. We are going to install a browser called Supermium. So we got our folder, and can we see that name well? Supermium. Let us install the 64-bit version. So we have Supermium. So let us right click and install that. Run as administrator. And then yes. And then we have a few settings here to make. I don't know whether we can see them. Now we have to, I can't see the settings. I don't know whether the video can get any closer. So there is somewhere where we have to install for all users. And then we accept. Install for all users, and then okay. And then there is a message on the right. So setup has successfully completed, and then okay. We click okay. I don't know. Sevalam, can you still hear me?
Yes, everything is okay, Mr. Dumba.
Okay, now for now, we have our two programs installed, Laragon, and then we have Laragon and Supermium. So we are going to minimize this folder for now. We are going to install this just a moment. Okay, we are just doing some little setup. Now we have to do some configurations on Laragon. We are going to open Laragon. One thing I love about Laragon is that when you're building sites, when you open Laragon, that's what it looks like. You can build sites like sevaram.com, as in it gives you that feel that you're really working on a real site, sevaram.com. How do you change this setting? If you go to the bottom, at the top right of the setting, there is a settings button there, and you click on it. When you click on it, just on that settings button, just go down, and there is a message, host name template, where you see .test. You just remove only the word test and put com, C-O-M. So all the sites you're going to be building using Laragon are going to be dumba.com. sevalam.com. And the other setting we can do is that we can run Laragon when Windows starts and then run minimized and start all automatically. These are just some simple basic settings. So remember to run Laragon minimized, to start it automatically when Windows starts, and then you even changing the host name template such that in case your student is building a site like maybe Namagoma, it will automatically bring a website like namagoma.com. Now this setting here is done. We can close that
Mr.
window.
Steve,
Yes, please.
just maybe before I just sorry for interrupting on this.
No
Yeah, so
worries.
that is good because you see on the other side of XAMPP, which doesn't give us that thing, the way for us to use domains. If you are to migrate your site from localhost to online, you have to, there's a hassle of changing the domain. So here you can actually develop sevalam.com and then you deploy it online. But there is something that people should also get to know. If you are also going to have internet on that computer, and you have a real domain which is available online, sevalam.com.
Yeah.
Now, if you have Laragon configured, the hosts, there is a file called hosts file, which is going to tell the computer to load the local site .com.
Yes.
So there can be a conflict. When you
Sure.
open the browser sevalam.com, the browser will not know whether to load the one on the internet or to load the one here.
Yes.
Yeah, but this works very well if you don't have any conflict or
Yeah.
and you're going to work it on a local host.
Yes.
That's something I had to just point out there. Thank you.
Yeah. So the tip here is that if there is a website like let me say mukwano.com, please don't now come to Laragon and also build a website called mukwano.com because they are going to conflict and the one online will not load. So thank you for that tip, Rogers. So that is the set. Let us just take the teachers back to this setting. Let us go back to that setting, settings button. You go to the settings button, and then where you see .com, you can put .org or .net or .co.ug, and you have it. So for us today, let us go with .com. Oh, okay, let us put .org. Just click change .com. Let us show that you can change this ORG. ORG. Is that ORG now? That is it. So anytime you're making a website, it will be .org. If you put .com, it will be .com. So let us close that window and then do another setting in Laragon. So that extension, that is done. Now, number 2, we are going to right-click in that gray space of Laragon. Right-click, then go to Quick App. If you see the word Quick App, and then you go to Configurations. Configuration. I want you to look at that 1, 2, 3, 4, where you see the word WordPress. When you install Laragon and want to do a website, Laragon will go online and look for the official source of WordPress. That link you're seeing there after WordPress equals, that is the official URL where we download WordPress online. But remember, we are working in a low resource environment. We don't have internet. And what we want is we want Laragon to copy the WordPress files from our computer. So you are going to change this source. I want to repeat this. Whenever you install Laragon on your computer, it will always pick WordPress from the official website. But because you don't have internet and you don't want Laragon to connect to the internet, what you are going to do is change the source of the WordPress files. And then we have a folder here. We have a folder on our computer which has these WordPress files. So let us go down to our folder. There's a folder where we picked our Laragon from. It was for us, we put it in local disk D. Can you still hear me? In local disk D. So here, where you see, we have WordPress. This is a zipped folder from what we downloaded it. For example, you can go to the town, a nearby town, in a cafe, or you can use your phone at home, download WordPress files, and then you come and put them on your computer lab somewhere in Bukit there. You don't have internet. So you have to know this source. You have to get this path. How do we copy this path? You right-click while holding down Shift. You hold down Shift and right-click on this, and then you will see the option that says copy as path. Copy as path. So you don't click copy, you copy as path. Copy as path. So you click, have we selected that? Now let us go back to someone is saying you share the direct link of Laragon. Just go to the internet and say, download Laragon old versions. It will give you many, even up to 2, I think. Now let us go back to our Laragon configuration file. And let us get that link closer. We want that source. Now here we are going to remove this official path. We are going to delete that. We are going to delete that. And then paste. We are going to paste our path. This path now, when we pasted, it has those quotation marks. You remove the quotation marks at the end and at the beginning. We have a quotation path, a quotation mark, and then you go to File. Now, if you can notice, just a moment, okay, File and Save. You go to File and then Save. This is the configuration path. Let us look at this path. So here it is showing that WordPress will be picked from the / that folder. That's where our WordPress files are. You are telling Laragon that please do not pick WordPress from the internet. I even don't have internet. I want you to pick WordPress from my what? From my local disk here. So let us close. If we have saved, we can close this setting. If we have saved, we can close this setting. Now here we are, and that is Laragon. So I want to remind us, 1, we needed Laragon, and then 2, we needed a lightweight browser. A lightweight browser. Don't use Chrome. Your computer is already suffering with maybe little RAM. So this Supermium can work on older machines, and it is also lightweight. Now from here, remember, we have to start the other services by clicking Start All. Apache, and you click Start All. That is the first thing you do. Then you will have to allow access. You click once. It will always bring, here it is going to do some little delay. We are going to, let's be patient. Remember, I told you in the beginning that some of the tips are, you are working with a slow machine, so work with it patiently. If you have fast fingers, buy a better machine. You want to click, and we want to go so fast. Sometimes you'll go faster than the machine. At this point, let us just give it just a little more seconds, and that is done. And it's going to come, I think, a second time where we are going to, again, still allow access again. And that is done. I want to repeat this. We installed Laragon. We installed Supermium, a lightweight browser. Supermium is just like Chrome, by the way. I think it was a Chrome fork. So then we went, after installing Laragon, we went to the settings tab, the settings button. Let us just get back there to the settings button of Laragon. And what did we do? We changed this host name from .test.org. And then we asked Laragon to always start minimized so that it doesn't distract us. And then always start all automatically. So let us close that. And then the second setting we did with Laragon was right-clicking that gray area, going to Quick App, and then we went to configuration. See that? We went to configuration. And what were we doing here? We were changing the path where Laragon is supposed to, sorry, let us have our video back.
I think we've lost him. No?
Sorry, we lost our video. Let us connect this again. Let us have the video again. Mr. Sebalamu, just a moment.
Okay, Mr. Dumba, as we are connecting,
yes,
I also wanted to pass on communication. Now that we have some good number of ICT teachers, March is a busy month, like we shared earlier. We have a word camp this week, but of course next week, but one, we have the ICT teachers workshop. And the workshop is in Mukono, together with the word camp in Mukono. And when I was going through, I saw one of our lead organizers for word camp Mukono, Mr. Moses Kasa.
wow.
Maybe as someone is connecting, we can give like a few minutes to Mwami Moses, and then we can have something in line with the same.
Moses, please share something.
All right. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I usually like to be connected in hiding, but thank you so much for the spotlight. My name is Moses Kasa. I am the tech community lead for WordPress Mukono, and I'm a member of the Uganda WordPress community. I am the lead organizer for WordCamp Mukono 2026, and allow me take this opportunity to extend an invitation to all of you that have not. Oh, thank you, Rogers. Rogers has posted the link before me. So WordCamp Mukono is happening on Friday and Saturday this very month, this very week. And we are expecting over 250 people. We are going to have very many sessions of networking. We are going to have a lot of resource distribution. Very many people have been asking for resources. People, when Mr. Dumba was talking about Laragon, they were asking, where are we going to get it from? Where do we get the authentic version from? Don't you worry, we have all of this. And special for this year, we have introduced a teacher's track. On Saturday, we had thought of putting it on Friday, but very many teachers said they had programs, they had projects. So we got something for you on a Saturday. We are having your colleagues, people that you trust, people that have exhibited excellent skills, and we have asked them to come and share knowledge. The tickets are going for only 30,000. You send to Momo. We have closed the Momo ticketing, so you just send to my MTN, which I'm going to drop in the chat, but it is 0788 157 313 in the names of Sebunya Moses. And the moment you finish your transaction, please send a message, a WhatsApp message to the same number, and then you will receive your ticket. Yeah, 20K tickets are available for students. The 20,000 tickets are available for students. All the adults are paying 30,000. Thank you so much, Mr. Sebalamu. Looking forward to seeing all of you.
Accommodation,
Yes,
anything about accommodation?
yes, we have accommodation in the area. There are hotels that have accommodation for as low as 30,000. We have House City. He told me he has around 4 rooms at 30,000. We have other hotels that are around the area. We have Valley View Hotel. We have Maz Motel. Maz Motel is before Seta Town. And the hotels around the area are within 30,000 to 70,000. However, if you want to go posh and luxurious, we have those that go to as high as 500,000, the likes of Ryder Hotel, the likes of Kaloni Suites. But the place is very good and the place is very safe. The environment is secure for your students and for you as well. So we are looking forward, and the event has been made possible. The reason you are paying 30,000 and your students are paying 20,000 is because of the very many generous sponsors, among which are Shareability, is on School of Computing, we have Tosmic Events, we have Jetpack by WordPress, we have Woo, we have Casa Technologies, we have Fourth Focus, we have Halva, we have EP Store, Horizon, we have Meta. So we have so many people that are partnering to make sure that we bring an excellent event, to make sure that we bring many people on board. The event is planned to house as many as 400 people, and we want to make sure everyone benefits. So in case there's something that you haven't had, just hit my inbox and we can have something prepared. Looking forward to seeing you. Have a good time. Let me hand over to Mr. Sevalam. Thank you so much for the opportunity, sir.
Okay, thank you, Mwami Moses. Mr. Dumba, I don't know if we are good. We are time bad.
Yes, we are ready. There is Izon. If you see a phone with the name Izon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Izon. Oh, yes. Izon, we are good to go.
Okay, thank you. Let us see if we can. Just a moment. We are getting on. Okay, let's make something right first.
Okay. Maybe in line with the same. Mr. Dumba, I don't know if I can proceed. I have some other small piece of information we could pass on as you are getting that right. Are we good? Yes, Mr. Dumba, are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. We have a workshop on 29th. The workshop is mainly centered around the ICT teachers to understand the principles of the competence-based assessment, design thinking, yes, aligning assessment with learning outcomes, among others. However, this one is at Hilton High School, Mukono, and it is mainly for teachers. The payment is 60,000 per teacher to cater for the meals, the certificates, and for workshop materials. There is a link that is being shared. I'm also going to share it in the chat box so that we can be able to interact directly and get to know the expectations so well. Mr. Dumba, everything seems to be okay. Please proceed.
Yes, we are back. So we had stopped at the settings of Laragon. We installed Supermium. Now, the WordPress environment. How easy is this going to be? Let me show you this. We can close this window. We can close it. See, when you're teaching this, it looks like it is far-fetched, but now look. Now let us assume, Sevaram, can you give us maybe a website we are going, if we are starting on a website, give us just one name and we start with that.
One example website?
We want to start on a website. Our environment is ready. We have Laragon, we have Supermium, our browser. Now we want to make a website. I want to show people how you go to that WordPress dashboard using Laragon.
Mr. Dumba, maybe you can do for an ICT club.
An ICT club. Okay, shareability. So we are going to right click in that gray area when your Laragon is open, and then you go to Quick Up, and then you just click on WordPress. Quick Up, then you click on WordPress. Now here, we are going to type shareability. Shareability. That is enough. We have typed shareability and then we click OK. So when you click OK, you're going to see extracting. What it is extracting here is the other WordPress files and finished. Your shareability website is done, shareability.org. You see that? It is telling you shareability.org is done. Now let us go and open our browser, Supermium. The browser we are using is Supermium. That is the icon for Supermium. So when you open Supermium, but remember we are opening it for the first time, so it will bring us some things to set here. At the bottom right, we are going to click on Do Not Sign In, and then skip there. Now we have Supermium. That is our browser. It's just like Chrome. So what was the site that we created? It was shareability.org. Sorry, something is happening. Let us wait for the video to come back. We are done. Let us go to the address bar. So we are going to type shareability.org. Shareability.org. And what you do is simply press enter. So when you press enter, it is going to ask you, what is the name of your website? The name of our website was Shareability ICT Club. Shareability space ICT space Club. You're preparing how you're going to be logging into your website. And for study purposes, let us use username admin. And then for the password, we put admin. We remove that hard password. This is for learning purposes. You might not want to disorganize your teachers. And then you have to tell this area that, yeah, let us use a weak password, no problem. You click. And then your email, no, you don't have to put your real email. You can put even a@a.com. It will notice that as an email. I don't have to put my real password. And then you click install WordPress. Did we click any progress? And WordPress is installed. So how do you log into WordPress? By simply going to shareability.org. You don't have to click, you can click login, but we want learners to know what we do. Let us get back to the address bar. When we are working with the address bar, I remember I said, reduce the use of tabs. So here, the first mistake we've done is even opening another tab when we don't need it. So just type shareability.org. shareability.org/wp-admin. That is all you need. And when you press enter, I'm seeing a lot of flowers. Our username was admin, and our password was admin. And then we click log in. And there we are. Let us sign out and we do just another website. Shareability is done. What other website? Someone, you close that also. You can even close what? You can even close Laragon. What does a learner do when they come to make a website with Laragon? Someone else, please give us one example. I don't know
Yes,
whether...
we can have, Mr. Dumba, we can have one for maybe Itau restaurant.
Itau restaurant. Okay, we open Laragon. We just open Laragon. Remember, it opens automatically. Is Laragon open? We go. You remember, we told you to minimize. Laragon is already open, so you go to the bottom right. You go to the bottom right. There is Laragon there. We click on it, so that it brings its window. Are we going to the bottom right? We can right click. Right click, just a moment. Let's wait for this. Okay, we are back. Let us first click. Let us click on the what? On the desktop first. Let us click on that desktop. So let us go to the bottom right in that corner. Click. And then we have Laragon. There are those 4 things you're seeing there. We can right click on one of them. Then we go to Quick App. And then we shall see WordPress. We click on WordPress. And then here they are going to type Itau restaurant. Itau restaurant, no space. Resto. You remember the U, it is A-U-R-A. A-U-R-A-N-T. Itau R-A-N-T. Itau restaurant. And then you click OK. Itau restaurant, and then you just click OK. When you click OK, it is going to pick WordPress from our local folder. That's why we changed the source. And in a second, it is showing you that itaurestaurant.org is created. So what do you do? Let us go to Laragon, to Supamium. Mr. Hakuru was saying Supamium is misbehaving on Windows 11. This session is for people with old machines. So we are launching Supamium. So the website that was created was itaurestaurant.org. Itau restaurant, A-U-R-A-N-T. That one will not open. Restaurant, if that's what you have to do. Rest, A-U-R-A-N-T. .org. Then we click, when we press enter on our keyboard. When you press enter, it is going to ask, what is the site name? Our site name is Itau Restaurant. The other one was a domain name. So Itau Restaurant. Press res, R-E with a small e, T-A-U-R-A-N-T. And now the username, like we said, because this is for academic purposes, admin. When you're building your own, you are free to use whatever you want. But for me, I force my students to use admin. Issues of I forgot the password, they'll come with their tests in the exam, and then they'll fail to log in again, We have to confirm the use of a weak password. Confirm use of a weak password. And then email, I just put in a@a.com. And then we click install. After clicking install, aren't we done? WordPress is installed. Now let us go to our browser. Let us go to our address bar. We just type itaurestaurant.org/ now you want to start building a website /wp-admin. Enter. So admin, and then again admin, the password, that's what we used, and then log in. And there we are inside the dashboard. Now let us go to the address bar. I want to show you something. Let us go to the Windows address bar. Sorry, the taskbar. We want to right-click in the empty space of the taskbar, and then choose Start Task Manager. Start Task Manager. Now, under the Task Manager, let us go to the first tab, Applications. The Task Manager shows us the tasks that are open. So we have Laragon, and where you see dashboard, this is the website. So I want to right-click on that dashboard, that website. Let us right-click on the second option there. Right-click, and then at the bottom, we are going to go to Process. Go to Process. Now, where you see how many MBs are used, where you see that highlighted chrome.exe, 36 MB of RAM used. 36 MB of RAM. That browser, if it was Chrome, you would see there like, I don't know how many MBs. But here, what are you seeing? That this task is taking only 36 MB of your RAM. Let us go back to the application window. Application, let's go back to application. Then there is Laragon there. Let us right-click on Laragon, the platform that is helping us have WordPress. Then we go down and choose Go to Process. Now, if you see Laragon at the bottom, that is using only 8 MB of RAM. 8 MB of RAM. So if you have your computer with little RAM, these are a perfect combination for you to make, to prepare a WordPress environment. So, my dear teachers, I think this brings me to the end of my session today. Today, we are not here to build websites, but I was here to show you that even when you have low resources, you have old Windows 7 and backwards, we can use Laragon and Soapamium, and you have a perfect environment for you. So, Mr. Sewaram, over to you. Time for questions. I don't know we can stop our video now, I think. Thank you to my team, Jalil and Florence Namiaro, who have braved, who have been here with us to give us this live experience. Wasn't perfect, but it was worth it. So,
Okay.
Mr. Sewaram.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dumba. You've actually demystified a number of things, because initially it has been a thought that WordPress cannot be used with computers that are not to specific specifications. But thank you very much. We are a bit late. When you look into the chat, I was trying to analyze and a number of questions that were coming in. But one thing that drew my attention when I was checking through, somebody was asking more of how best they extract files for their sites and things to do with that. But you initially said we are not here to build websites. Probably some other some other session can be organized so that more guidance can be drawn in line with the same. Then somebody was asking how to host a website designed offline or any other local server. I don't know if that also lies in the docket of what has been covered today, but maybe you can have a clear direction on the same.
Mr.
Yes, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, just something small. Yeah, so I know time has gone. In line with I would like to respond to one of those questions, but also say something. I want to remind the colleagues that today there was an NCDC session on assessment for A level, and I believe since ITAU is organizing a workshop very soon in Mukono at Hilton, I know it is something that will surface because last year I remember Mr. Kakuru was handling a little things of constructs at O level, but now they have come at A level. And something that has also changed is issues to do with assessment, like even the report cards. Yeah, so as shareability, there's a tool we normally do for report cards, and this week we have been very busy attending that NCDC thing to see that we do something which is in line with assessing and grading basing on those constructs. Yeah, but I just want to encourage members to go to the NCDC YouTube channel, the latest video which is there. They can attend, but also appeal to the ITAU organizers for the upcoming workshop at Hilton to add that in because it is a new thing which has come up. And then also the other thing, last week someone talked about publisher. You see, Microsoft is not good. Sometimes they get a software which is good and they just discontinue. Like even this session, Mr. Dumba talked about Expression Web, Front Page. These are all Microsoft softwares. Microsoft discontinued them, but for us as Africans, we continue using even when they discontinued. But as we continue using them, we have to think forward of what else can work. So as we have been using the Expression Web and the Front Page, we have also been telling you about WordPress, which is there right now. So when publisher is discontinued, for us Africans, we might continue using it for another 10 years. But then there are other desktop publishing softwares that we might also start looking at. Yeah, so next week, I don't know whether Mr. We could have that discussion and add on more and see what next. Otherwise, thank you very much. That's what I could say for now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mukalere. We are very grateful for the supplement. Mr. Dumba, thank you very much. We want to thank you. We've really used the over 20 minutes plus. But of course, on behalf of the association, I want to thank you, but also draw an insight into next week's forum and discussion. Next week, we are going to have Mr. Mukalere Rogers, and he's going to be taking us through a topic of the way forward after Microsoft announces the end of new publisher versions. We normally have a challenge where people keep asking where the videos are after failing to attend. Please keep sharing the links. Mr. Dumba, over to you if there are any closing remarks. I've seen a number of concerns in the chat. Somebody is asking for workshops in the West Nile. And then since you are even the national coordinator, kindly close with the closing remarks. We are very grateful. And then we can have a closing prayer and meet next week. Yes, Mr. Dumba, are you able to close?
Mr. Tom.
Yes, please.
I think Mr. Kakulu has a supplement onto the workshop program come 29th of Mukono. Kindly, I think may give him an opportunity and he gives it out, please.
That is okay. In a minute, please, Mr. Kakulu, try to be brief. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Dumba. Thank you, Rogers. Thank you, Tom. For the evening, we have enjoyed. Uh, I'm not going to talk about much about the workshop, but regarding those colleagues who were asking extraction and all that. So Mr. Dumba and the colleagues have taken us through the setup, how we can reach to the WordPress. This means that from here, you are able to install the plugins, for example, Simple Static, and then you extract your pages like the way you have been extracting them. Then we continue to encourage you to turn up to the workshop on 29th this very month. We are sure to have a number of stakeholders in the assessment. We shall engage the TLOs, the chiefs, they will be there, including now the advanced secondary curriculum. We have to handle the assessment part of it, so let's be there. And above all, let's turn up for WordCamp Mukono this Friday. Let's be there and learn more with websites and the general community of WordPress. Good night.
Thank
Thank
you very
so
much, Mr. Kakulu. Mr. Dumba, we failed to get you. I don't know if all is well. We wanted you to close, probably.
Yeah, all is
Are you
well,
able
and
to
thank
hear
you
us?
so much. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Sevaram, for
Okay.
being this great host. I want to thank the teachers who braved this evening to be here with us on this session, on this call. I want to thank Jalil for being here to help me share the screen on an old computer, and also Namiaro Florence for doing this for me. Thank you so much. I also want to ask Mr. Kakuru. I want to thank him. He initially suggested that he could help us do what? He could help me share the screen. And then fortunately, I got Jalila Namiaro to help out. So teachers, thank you so much. Every Tuesdays, each one teach one. Come up with a session, share with Sebalamu, and you'll be scheduled to speak here and share with us your knowledge. Thank you so much. Over to you, Mr. Sebalamu.
Okay. I can't add anything onto that. Let's have a blessed week ahead. Till next week on Tuesday. And of course, others, safe journey to the WordCamp this week on Friday and Saturday, and we meet physically. Thank you.